Won't it be Ryan the Great? And today we're live reacting to the Bengals versus Jaguars Week 13 Monday Night Football matchup. And this should be an interesting one as the Bengals obviously don't have starting quarterback Joe Burrow for the rest of the season. So we'll see what they can do tonight. And the Jacksonville Jaguars trying to improve their stance in the AFC, led by their quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. All right, so we should be getting ready to get underway in just a moment now. There's Josh Allen, Pro Bowler for the Jaguars. They're getting hyped up on their sideline in Duval. We'll see if they can improve their stance in the AFC. The Bengals lose this game. I don't know. It looks kind of over for them if that does happen. I think the Bengals are getting the football first, is what it looks like. The Bengals defense seems to be sitting on the sideline. Doug Peterson, the head coach for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Zach Taylor, obviously leading the way for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we're about to get underway. Trevion Williams back there for the return. This is Jacksonville's first game on Monday Night Football since 2011. Here we go. And Williams is going to take this one out. He gets to the 20, to the 22, 23, and is going to be moved back to around the 22-yard line. And we start off the night with Jake Browning, obviously replacing the injured and out for the season man, Joe Burrow. So we'll see what he can do to start on this very first drive. Has the weapons around him. We'll see if he can get guys involved. Higgins will start out in motion. So they got three receivers lined up, the big three for Cincinnati. Mixon in the backfield, that's who they give it to. Mixon dives forward, gains a few on first down. That'll bring up second. Last week versus the Steelers, Browning, not a bad game, 73% completion percentage, 227 yards, and a touchdown and an interception. This is his second career start tonight. He is trying to get the job done for the Cincinnati Bengals, trying to get them to a 500 record. 2nd and 6, Browning will hand off to this time Brown, and he will get around the edge but not get too many yards. Gains a few. That'll bring up third. And the Bengals seem to be coming out with a run attack. But now it is 3rd and around 4. So we're going to have to see what Cincinnati can do. A run in your own territory would probably not be the ideal situation. You want to try and get it to one of your playmakers, maybe try and trick some trickery. You do have Hudson in the backfield. Browning the throw. Quick pass caught. And we're going to see where they're going to spot the tight end Hudson. And they're going to mark him with the first down. Where the official came running in, it looked like he was short, and the Bengals trying to get to the line, so there is no review or something with the chains. Sample in the backfield, Browning to throw. He throws this one over the middle. It's caught, and not gaining next to anything is Tyler Boyd. And we have an injury down. Boyd's helmet came off. There's some pushing and shoving going on. See what the penalty marker is. Our first penalty of the game. And a personal foul, a face mask on the defense. That'll be an extra 15-yard penalty. And the Cincinnati Bengals starting out hot. So the extra 15 yards for Jacksonville, for Cincinnati, will put them on their own 49. What's up, Shady? How's it going? We have a screen pass or a play in the backfield. The Jamar Chase is going to be taken down in the backfield by Williams. And that's the way you got to make up for that 15-yard penalty. So it looks like the Bengals are using a lot of guys in the backfield. They've already used Sample in the backfield for blocking. Chase has gotten the ball out of the backfield. Obviously, Nixon and Brown. So the Bengals doing a lot tonight on these short passes. Boyd in motion. 4 eligible receivers. Brown in the backfield. They'll draw to him. Brown going to put his shoulder down, try and keep fighting. Bengals line pushing him forward. Not going to get much. He does gain those yards back. Might gain an extra 2 with that as well. Trayvon Walker on the tackle, and that'll bring up 3rd and 7. So manageable 3rd down. Brown was able to make it, and we'll see what Browning can do, most likely on a pass here on 3rd down. We've only seen one Jamar Chase catch in the backfield, but he didn't have a chance to do much. Williams is now in the game. The Bengals are in Jacksonville territory just by 2 yards. 2 men in the backfield. Williams, the primary back. Sample back there with him as well. Browning looking for a quick pass, and he does get it to Jamar Chase, but is immediately tackled. And Chase getting back up, but they're going to mark him down. Great tackling to start for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I think that was Williams again making the tackle. So he has been on Jamar Chase today. He does a great job calling that route, seeking it out, played off the ball or off his man. Chase, normally with those slant routes, he's able to get a lot. And the Bengals are actually going to go for this, but Williams did a good job of making the play there. And 4th and 3, the Bengals are going to do it. Browning looks for another quick throw. He can't do it, but he is going to be sacked. The pressure got to him. He couldn't get the quick throw off. And Josh Allen with the sack. A turnover on downs for Cincinnati. And the Jaguars will take over. If you're Cincinnati, I don't blame you for going for that. You're 5-6 right now. You want to try and start out with a bang. Try and get that momentum. But Josh Allen just powering down Orlando Brown Jr. Trayvon Walker also in there on the sack as well. And the Jaguars come out with an early stop. So now the Jaguars, they have a good opportunity to go down and try and put some early points on the board there. I think they are in Cincinnati territory already. So that's a good start. I actually have to flip my paper. Shady cheering for the Jags. All right, I got you. So Jacksonville will take over at midfield as we start out this drive. Actually, they'll start out their own 49-yard line. Nobody in the backfield for Lawrence. Trip set on the left. Lawrence will throw. Has time. He is going deep to start. Wide open! Christian Kirk down to the 25-yard line, and he is still down. Looking like he's tending toward his groin area. And not a great way to start if you're... I mean, it is a good way to start if you are Christian Kirk. But at the same time, not a great way to start as well. And a good route here. Good corner route. Nobody picks up on him. Battle tries to come in late. But he gets behind the defense. Does a good job of that. Makes the catch and goes down a little awkwardly. Unfortunately, he is injured. We hope he's okay. He's one of the Jaguars' best playmakers. And he is also one of the highest paid on the team as well. He is still down. And unfortunately, we've gotten a few injuries for Jacksonville to start today. Lawrence taking his helmet off. Doug Peterson trying to tend to him as well as obviously medical personnel. Hopefully he's all right. We'll be right back. Jeez Louise. What a start. Hope he's all right. Man, got a nice contract and all. He's doing really well for himself. This injury's taking a long time. Are they getting the card or some stuff? Like, gee, I mean, I don't really want to, like, I'm not obviously trying to joke about that. I'm just saying, like, taking a while. They have to, like, get the card because it seemed like it was his groin or something. We're coming back. Yeah, we're coming back. He's walking off with a little bit of help, a hand on his shoulder. He's walking off on his own with a limp. I'm not sure if it was his leg. It originally looked like he pointed, or he was tending towards his groin area. He's going into the locker room. We'll see later what the significance of his injury is. He's had a good season so far. 787 yards, 3 touchdowns on 57 receptions. Wouldn't want that to go to waste. And we have a jet sweep here to Calvin Ridley, who gets around the end. Ridley with a first down. And a few great plays for Jacksonville to start. And what do you know? They're in the red zone in 2 plays. Also give credit to the blocking from the Jacksonville Jaguars as well on that play. Trevor Lawrence, the last 16 regular season games. Yeah, 13-3, 20 passing touchdowns, 5 rushing touchdowns. That's tied for the best record during span. I believe Jalen Hurts is the number 1 in that span. And now Lawrence will line up under center. And he's going to hand this one off to ETN. ETN cuts inside, gains a few yards there on first down. Not too many changes. Obviously, Ezra Cleveland's getting that start for the second straight game because of the Robinson injury. That's a little significant there. Other than that, not any other changes for the Jaguars. They might have to make some changes, though, because of the Christian Kirk injury. Zay Jones probably have to step up to that number 1 receiver spot, or number 2 receiver spot. Screen here, Calvin Ridley. He's one-on-one. He tries to shake, but some good tackling coming in from Owuzie. And now Calvin Ridley. I thought Calvin Ridley was down. Just took him a second to get up. And Calvin Ridley wanted a face mask of some sort. I guess he's talking about it with Jordan Battle. I'll bring up 3rd and 4. Cincinnati can definitely get home on the pass there. Ingram moves into the slot. 4 eligible receivers. Lawrence will throw. Looking into the end zone. He's under pressure. He escapes. Lawrence. He is going to try to run. He gets the edge. He's not going to get the first down, though. Good tackle there by Pratt. He stops Lawrence a few yards short, and we'll see what Doug Peterson does. But as a Philly fan and knowing Doug Peterson, he's going to go for it. 4th and 1 coming up. And, 4th and 1. It's Doug Peterson. There's no chance he's not going for it. It looked like Lawrence was actually 2 yards short instead of 1. That might have just given him a really good spot, or it could be a longer 4th and 1. Not entirely sure, but we'll see. Marking here. 4th and 1. 2 extra tight ends set up. Lawrence going to take it himself, and he's going to get it. Quarterback sneak, and Sam Hubbard and Farrell getting into it. A bit of pushing and shoving. Bit of a grudge match, it seems. I don't know if you would like to call it that, but a very rough game to start. A lot of pushing and shoving going on here. Farrell, I guess he pushed. Or that might have been. That was actually Hendrickson. I'm sorry. 1st and goal now for Jacksonville. Fresh out of downs. From the 4-yard line. Lawrence going to pitch it to ETN. Travis Etienne with a touchdown. The block from Evan Ingram leads the way, and Travis Etienne finds the end zone on a 4-yard pitch. 7 plays, 51 yards, 3:49 taken off the clock. The Jacksonville Jaguars with a great start to this game. A turnover on downs on defense and a touchdown to start this game. And once again, going back to this play, Evan Ingram on the block there on Britt. You got to give him a lot of credit. All right. Yeah, Britt. And the point is good. Travis Etienne finds the end zone to start. Jacksonville up 7-0. 6:51 remaining when we come back. Man, what a start for Jacksonville. That's fantasy points right there for me. I mean, I'm already killing it in my fantasy game, so I don't really need these points, but I could have used it a few weeks ago. Yeah, I thought it was his groin because, Christian Kirk, questionable return with a groin injury. Thought so. Oh, God, Thursday, the Patriots and Steelers. That is going to be brutal. The in-season tournament. I wish I could do this, but I don't think I'm just going to do it. There's really no point for me. Because I watched, I said yesterday, I just want to do, if I could just do the finals, that'd be fine. But I feel like just doing the quarterfinals, and I can't do the finals. But honestly, just be stupid. It is what it is. All right, we're back now. Cincinnati going to get the football as Jacksonville scored for the first time today. We'll see what Cincinnati can do to answer. Obviously, their first drive ended on a turnover on downs. So you don't want that again if you are the Bengals. Here is the kickoff. And Williams is going to get a chance to return this, get out to the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, down at the 44-yard line. 45-yard line, actually, but there is a flag. So this could actually come back. 2 flags down, actually. So it looks like this one's going to come back. And that great run by Williams to start. Yep, holding on the receiving team. So that great run by Williams is going to be brought back. The over-under on should be in the team of. Should be, honestly. That's going to be a terrible game to commentate. First down and 10. Browning in the shotgun. Screen pass to Chase, and he's going to get a few yards there. Williams, once again, locked onto him. Was able to get him at the ankles before he was ultimately brought down. They have a Monday Night Football doubleheader? Oh, okay. Titans, Miami, Giants. Okay, Giants and Packers. I don't think I'm going to be doing that. Even how bad the Titans are, I don't want to see the Giants and Packers game. The Packers actually did all right. They just beat Kansas City, but the Giants are just terrible. Browning is 5 for 5, but only for 9 yards, and I don't know if he got that snap off. They're going to say he did. A screen to Mixon. Mixon breaks a few tackles to the 30, 35, 40, 45, and goes down at around the 48-yard line. And that's what the Cincinnati Bengals needed there. An explosive play to Joe Mixon. I thought Browning didn't get the snap off. They definitely got away with a delay of game penalty, but not too much blocking on the outside from Chase, but Mixon able to break those tackles. I mean, Chase just kind of let his guy go, and Mixon was able to break those tackles, get that extra yardage, and set the Bengals up in a good position. First down from the 46, handoff to Brown, and now Brown goes out of bounds, not before getting into Jacksonville territory. And now here come the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals using a lot of running backs. They've already used Brown, Mixon, and Williams. So a lot of guys coming out of the backfield tonight for the Cincinnati Bengals. And Williams, who's had some great tackles so far, just missed that one on Brown and was able to stay on his feet. Brown with 3 carries for 23 yards. A great start. This time Mixon will be in the backfield. Higgins in motion. He'll go into the slot. And screen pass here to Jamar Chase. He's going to try and shake Williams, but Williams, again, is going to bring him down. But Chase was able to gain a few extra yards there on the screens, around 5. Second and 6 coming up. Chase with 4 catches on 4 targets, but they've only been for 7 yards so far. So when you take into account the amount of yards he is getting on those catches, it's not too good at all. 2nd and 6 coming up. Bengals are on the Jacksonville 35-yard line. Mixon in the backfield. And sweep to Chase. Chase is going to look to throw. He throws it back to Browning across the field, and he is going to be dropped. That was Chiason on the tackle for loss, if that's what you want to say. Either way, it's 3rd down. And the Bengals, I'm not sure what their kind of trickery was. I didn't see anybody down the field or go down the field. I'm not sure. I guess Browning was supposed to take it himself, but the Jaguars had that scouted out from a mile away. 3rd and 13. Opponents are 0 for 26 on 3rd down, 10 and plus against the Jaguars. Screen pass to Chase, and they'll make it 0 for 27. He is swarmed by a bunch of Jaguars who make the stop, and the Bengals will be forced to punt. Trick play ultimately ended up costing the Bengals some points, and they'll be forced to get rid of the football. Yeah, the memes are already coming out. I think I'll try the field goal here. Evan McPherson. His long this season is 56. This one is from 57, so this would break his season-long attempt or kick. And this one is up, and this one bounces off the crossbar. No good. And the Jaguars will get the ball back, and once again the Bengals will find themselves with no points on the board. Oof, right off the crossbar. Didn't have the distance. And that is a shame if you are the Cincinnati Bengals. 2 straight drives where you could have came away with points. Just end up empty-handed. Leave those points on the field. 2:12 remaining on the clock when we come back. They've had chances. You can't deny it. They have not had chances. They couldn't convert on 4th down, and they couldn't just get this field goal. They've had their chances. Jeez Louise. Bengals just coming up with nothing. All right, we're back now. Actually, I add an extra second on the clock. 2:13 remaining in the first quarter. Jaguars on their own 47-yard line, so they started relatively where they were last drive, and that'll Ultimately ended up in a touchdown. Washington in motion, fake to ETN. Lawrence escapes the pressure. He is going deep, and it is incomplete, intended for Calvin Ridley. Jordan Battle with the deflection there, and it's second down. No complaints there, so no pass interference. Definitely Battle had his body around. Ridley just couldn't get behind him. Was a little bit of contact made, but I don't believe that warrants pass interference. His hand did get in his face. Yeah, his hand kind of blinded him from the football. Well, either way, 2nd and 10. And a screen pass here, Parker Washington. Washington, a solid game there on 2nd down. Turn nothing into something, and it'll be 3rd and manageable. So it should be around 3rd and 5. Obviously, we know Parker Washington, a Penn Stater. We'd love to see that. I loved him at Penn State. He was good. A good receiver. 3rd and 4 coming up. Through Jacksonville, you'd like to go up 2 scores. You don't want to have to punt this ball away after just a missed field goal. Trips that on the left. Lawrence to throw. Quick pass. Dropped by Zay Jones. He was open. Logan Wilson there on the coverage. And a 3 and out for Jacksonville. They'll have to punt it away. You see Jones there. Looked like he was going to run a whiff, but he just stayed put on a little ball curl. Actually, that ball was tipped by the defensive tackle, B.J. Hill. Here is the punt by Cook. Fair catch called at the 7-yard line, I believe. So not the greatest field position to start out for Cincinnati, but they're going to have to make do of what they have given them, and we'll take about a 30-second break now before we come back. And a toss here to Brown. Brown making cuts and moves, and he gets a solid game there on 1st down. They cannot stop Chase Brown to start out this game. Under a minute remaining. Browning is 8 for 8 so far, but his deepest completion has been 4 yards down the field. And you obviously don't count that Joe Mixon pass because that was in negative yards territory. So now it's 2nd and 2 coming up off that Brown run. And they're going to give it to him again. This time, not going to be so lucky. Shut down there in the backfield by the Jacksonville Jaguars. That one made him look too easy. That was the linebacker Smoot in there on the tackle for loss. That will most likely end the quarter. We'll see what Cincinnati does. It's 3rd and 4. You see Josh Allen as well coming off the edge to make that tackle. Smoot finished it. And we'll see if they run this play. They will not run it. Third and 4 now that we have come back for this second quarter. Browning will throw. He is going deep, and it is caught by Jamar Chase past the 30-yard line. A one-handed grab and a first down for Cincinnati. Williams there on the zone coverage. Seeks wanted help from Cisco, but he came in way too late. And Chase there with a one-handed grab off his helmet as well. It's a great catch by Jamar Chase. 6 receptions already, only for 27 yards, though. Fake to Mixon. Browning getting out of the pocket. He throws this one. This one is caught by Irwin, who gets into Jaguars territory. And Cincinnati, ever since starting the second quarter, have seemed to find a new light. Great play action fake there by Browning. Irwin able to run his route. Good catch, good throw. Campbell just couldn't get there in time. And Browning 10 for 10 to start this game. 1st and 10 now. Fake to Mixon. Browning going to throw this one again. He's going to dump this one off, but it's incomplete. So Browning's first incompletion, it was off the hands of Tyler Boyd. The throw was a little far in front of him. Either way, that's Browning's first incompletion. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Bengals, though, I mean, they found a new light starting out in this second quarter, and those play actions are seeming to work. The Jaguars have obviously been getting dominated by the run if you take away the last play in the first quarter. 2nd and 10, trip set on the left. You got Chase in a one-on-one. See where they go. Browning will throw. He throws this one over the middle. It's caught. And now getting to the 30, 25, 20. Down at the 19-yard line is Tanner Hudson. And the Bengals are in the red zone. And another injury for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Cisco wasn't moving for a second. Then put some movement into his body, but is still down on the ground. And Hudson, his big body, just letting them break those tackles. Jenkins, I don't know what that kind of tackle that was from Jenkins. Cisco there, he was able to actually wrap up and tackle him. Something with his arm, it looks like. I'm not entirely sure what the big issue was here. It must be his arm. I'm not entirely. It must have got caught up because I don't really see any. Maybe it's his shoulder. I'm not entirely sure. He was on the sideline walking now. Hopefully he's okay. Cisco, who's definitely been a key part in this Jaguars secondary so far this season. And Jaguars have already lost some players. They've had some injuries so far, but the Bengals have obviously had a more key injury. Joe Burrow still there in his splint, if that's what you want to call it, or arm, whatever the hell that thing is. And Hudson will sit this play out. Now at the 20, they marked them fake and a throw caught by T. Higgins inside the 10 to the 6. That play action again is killing Jacksonville. T. Higgins over the middle. That's a first down and a first and goal. And once again, you see the Jaguars, as soon as that fake to Mixon happens, they just completely send everybody there. They're so afraid to get runned on. They stack that box so quickly, trying to call out the play. They don't really have their coverage. Chase in motion. Hand off to Mixon. Mixon trying to fight his way to the end zone, and for now it is a touchdown. I don't think his knee was down. A touchdown for Joe Mixon, and the Bengals score their first points of the day. Barring the review, it is a touchdown. Let's see if his knee was down. And it doesn't look like it. That is going to be a touchdown for Cincinnati. We're all scoring plays are reviewed, but no elbow was down. Doesn't look like his knee was down as well. And the Bengals will tie it with the McPherson field goal. So the Cincinnati Bengals coming out hot to start out this second quarter. They have tied this one up at 7 with 12:24 remaining in the game. Joe Mixon bullying his way into the end zone. Bengals, they're on their tail. They're on the Jacksonville tail. They're not going to have this easy. College game day, baby. Go miss college football. Got the bowl games, though. The Army-Navy games this Saturday, but, I mean, is that really a game anymore? That's just turned into such a boring thing. It's, like, not even fun. Is that still in Philly this year? The Jacksonville mascot's flying off from the rafters, and geez Louise, backflipping and all. You wouldn't see me doing that. They better pay this guy a good amount of money for doing that. You ain't ever catching me doing that. And McPherson kicks this one away, and this one will go into the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Jacksonville back out there And they are hunting for that number 1 seed. In their remaining schedule, they got to play Cleveland, Baltimore, Tampa, Carolina, and Tennessee. So a win here definitely would help. They got a few tough games ahead against Cleveland and Baltimore, but once they face Tampa, Carolina, and Tennessee, they should win all of those games. So they would actually be the leaders in the AFC. They'd actually be the second in the division with a win here. And this first pass is caught, and down a yard short is the tight end Farrell. That'll bring up second down. Second and 1, ETN in the backfield. And that's who they're going to give it to. ETN with a first down. Doesn't get a lot, but he is able to get enough. And this time a handoff to the running back Johnson. So ETN does not get the carry there. He gets a few yards on first down. You're looking at Josh Peterson, the son of Doug Peterson, the first son to play for his coach in the NFL since 1978, I believe they said, or 1976. I couldn't make out which one it was. But yeah, he was an undrafted free agent in 2021. Louisiana Monroe. He's a rookie this season, brought on by his father. 2nd and 6, and the Bengals almost jumped off sides. Ingram in motion. And Lawrence got to get this snap off. He only got 2 seconds to do so. And he barely does. Screen pass here to Ingram. He's trying to get around his blocks, and he does a first down and more. Ingram into Cincinnati territory. Able to use his big body to get off the blocks, and now there goes a penalty marker down. Holding on the offense. And that'll be on Calvin Ridley. So he was one of the blockers for Ingram, and it's going to end up costing the Jaguars 10 yards there. And let's see. Little tug of the arm. That's definitely a sell there, though. Hill definitely sold that. 2nd and 14 coming up. Lawrence to throw, caught by Ingram, so he does get those yards back and a lot more. So it'll be around 3rd and 5 coming up. 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4. So very manageable for Jacksonville, but you definitely do not want to get one first down and have to punt. So that's actually going to be 3rd and 6. Believe it or not, Evan Ingram leads the team in receptions, and he's 3rd among tight ends in receptions this season. Trip set on the left. He got Ridley in a one-on-one. They're not playing on, and somebody jumped. Let's see if it's on the defense or the offense. The official's coming in, and it looks like this one might be on the defense. Yep, neutral zone infraction on the defense. That was on Trey Hendrickson, the star defensive end. So it'll make it a lot easier for Jacksonville. It's now 3rd and 1. Hendrickson does not agree with the call. And I didn't really get to see a replay. Well, now I will. Let's see. Did somebody jump? It looked like Ridley was pointing it out that Hendrickson was lined up in the neutral zone. Cincinnati looks like they're going to send the pressure. Let's see what they do. Lawrence going to take it himself, and he's going to get it. Once again, Trevor Lawrence using that big quarterback frame that he has to push his way forward and get the first down. I also want to give credit to the center, Fortner, who was knocking around two guys at once to get guys out of the way, helping Lawrence get that first down. Ingram moving off the offensive line. Here's a give to Etienne, Travis Etienne with the first down. And I guess Ingram not being on that offensive line didn't make much of a difference. Travis Etienne able to get the carry there and a first down. So we look at Ingram off the line, and we just see the swing around from multiple guys from the offensive line. Ezra Cleveland, the trade who came from the Minnesota Vikings and is getting the start today at left guard, made a nice block there on the second level. Also got to give credit to guys on the first level. And Etienne going to get it again, but this time not going to be so lucky. A 1-yard gain. He does trip up himself. Pratt there on the tackle. You're looking at Travis Etienne. Great year for him. Or a pretty good year for him, honestly. Last season, 1,125 yards as a true rookie, as he missed all of his rookie year with a foot injury. Really do hate to see that, but he has been one of the best playmakers for Jacksonville. Lawrence to throw. And that one is caught by one of their other playmakers, Calvin Ridley. Back shoulder grab. And the Jacksonville Jaguars moving the football very effectively. You just see that one there. Good coverage there by Awuzie, and also great communication by Lawrence and Ridley. Ridley able to come back to it with the back shoulder. Lawrence placed it right on the dot. That's a first down for Jacksonville. Trip set on the left. Nobody in the backfield for Lawrence. Cincinnati going to send the pressure here. Screen pass to Ingram. Ingram gets to the outside. He gets a first down and more. Evan Ingram will fly into the end zone for a touchdown. Looks like that pressure set by Cincinnati ended up costing them, as Evan Ingram able to use his blocks, get to the outside, and get a 22-yard receiving touchdown. 10 plays, 75 yards, exactly 6 minutes taken off the clock. And that is definitely a touchdown by Evan Ingram. Definitely did not step out of bounds. And the Jacksonville Jaguars will retake their lead. McManus' kick is good. And a 7-point lead for Jacksonville, 14-7, 6:24 remaining in the first half. We go to a break. Whew. Good drive by Jacksonville. That's Ingram's first touchdown of the year. Oh, dang. Passing touchdown by Trevor Lawrence helps me with the fantasy. All right, so we're back now for the remainder of this second quarter. 6 minutes remaining. Duval County students and teachers, NFL Place, 60 fitness program project. Well, that's nice to see. Tua was playing the guitar on the Mannycast. I gotta look at that at halftime, if I remember. I didn't know he could play the guitar. I mean, NFL players, I guess, have some other talent other than running around the football. Trevor Lawrence on that last drive. He was 5 for 5, 62 yards and a touchdown. Nothing short of spectacular there, which ultimately ended up in that Evan Ingram touchdown. I didn't even know that's his first touchdown of the season. Good thing I don't have him in fantasy. And a touchback here for the Cincinnati Bengals, and that'll bring back on Jake Browning, who was able to get a touchdown on his last drive. And you look at this play here. See, Cincinnati didn't get a chance to pursue Ingram. And you got to give credit to Zay Jones and Travis Etienne. There were 3 guys there. And Etienne just able to take 2 guys out at once, able to move out Turner, and just use his body to take out Pratt as well, which let Ingram get around his block and get into the end zone for a touchdown. A fake here and pass caught by T. Higgins. That's a first down. And the play action again, killing the Jacksonville Jaguars defense. The Bengals already with their first down of this drive. Browning, 13 for 14 tonight, 136 yards. I mean, he's been nothing short of very good. I don't want to say great because he has not done too much. He hasn't thrown the ball too far, but the passes that he is making are very accurate. There's some backup quarterbacks that we know that wouldn't even be able to make some of these throws, even if they are just a few yards. And now Browning dumps this one off into the flats and trying to get the angle he does, and getting the first down is the tight end Wilcox, and another receiver for the Cincinnati Bengals coming alive there. Trayvon Walker there on the tackle. I'm sorry, on the pursue. And Browning took a big hit. Walker tried to get that sack. I don't know why he literally didn't get his arms up. He just tried to go for the sack there. I guess he didn't see Wilcox come off the line. And Lloyd there on the tackle. Browning taking some hits tonight. That first big one there. Mixon in the backfield. Browning under center. Irwin in motion. And a handoff here to Mixon, who is tackled after around 6 or 7 yards. That's a potential touchdown-saving tackle there by the Jacksonville linebacker core, as Mixon only had one man to beat if he would have got through that hole. And the way Joe Mixon's running the football tonight, I think that he probably would have been able to make that play. Jake Browning was involved in 23 transactions in April 29th. That must be some sort of record or something. 2nd and 3, handoff to Mixon, puts his shoulder down. Not going to be as lucky on that run. Jacksonville comes up with a stop. That was a Lokun. Now that'll bring up 3rd and short, so 3rd and 1. You're saying the waiver wire should be Ezekiel Elliott? Are you kidding me? Patriots put up 0 points. I just got the notification from ESPN Fantasy. There's no way. Trippset on the right, Mixon in the backfield. Browning in the shotgun. He will throw. Looking for a quick throw. He has to pump fake. He escapes the pocket. He throws this one. It's caught by Joe Mixon on the sideline. And a first down. Cisco back in there. He made the tackle, if that's what you'd like to call it. But Browning tonight has been able to find his receivers, and he has made some good throws on the run, and that's an evident one there. Hasn't really been panicking in the pocket either. You know, some backup quarterbacks will be doing that. He's done a very good job tonight. Now the Bengals, they're at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. Jet sweep here to Tyler Boyd, trying to get around the end, and he is able to. Tyler Boyd knocked out of bounds, run into a Bengals staff member or coach. Hope both men are all right. I would assume Boyd is okay, and the coach back on his feet. Got hit in the knee there. I know I'd be in the ambulance by now, but if I got hit like that. Second down though, coming up. We actually need Riley Leonard at Duke. I would. Ugh. Can we get Kyle McCord? 2nd and 5 coming up. Browning will throw. Here comes the blitz. This ball is tipped and incomplete. Ball was tipped to the line of scrimmage. It was going for Boyd and was not able to come down with it. Junior was running in. Or sprinting in on that pass and was able to get a hand on it. Or a wrist on it, if that's what you want to say. He got up there too. Nice play there to force the incompletion. Now it is 3rd and 5. Browning is 5 for 5 on 3rd downs. He's passed for 38 yards, and on 3 of these occasions, he's had first downs. Williams going to move to the left side of Browning. Jaguars showing blitz. They're going to send it. Browning to throw. This one is caught on the sideline by Tyler Boyd, so he makes up for it there. And a first down for Cincinnati. And the Bengals don't have to run another play before the 2-minute warning, and I don't think they will. Jake Browning, though, I mean, he has had a game so far. Bengals only have 7 points, but he is making a lot of really good throws. Also, give the Bengals receivers credit. They have gotten open pretty well down the field. And I'll take it to the 2-minute warning. The Jacksonville Jaguars still lead 14-7, but the Bengals are driving in their territory, trying to tie this one up. We'll be right back. I really do not want Riley Leonard. I would rather try and just get Kyle McCord. Dylan Gabriel, I feel like those would be good picks. But Notre Dame has like those high academic standards that I highly doubt they are going to change. So I don't know. We'll have to see. All right, so we're back now. The Bengals in the red zone at the Jaguars' 19-yard line. Trips it on the right. Handoff to Mixon, and he'll gain a few yards there on first down. So we'll see if Jacksonville uses those timeouts. They are not going to. Neither will Cincinnati, obviously, because they are very close to the end zone, so I highly doubt they'd want to use their timeouts. Browning with passes 10 yards down the field is 4 for 4 for 66 yards. So in the beginning of the game, he didn't throw the ball too far, but as soon as he's got warmed up, he's been throwing the ball very efficiently. 2nd and 7. Fake to Mixon. Browning has a lot of time, rolls out of the pocket, lobs this one up, and it's caught. Being tackled at the 5-yard line. Drew Sample, the tight end, getting involved for Cincinnati tonight. And somebody used their timeouts. I believe Jacksonville, most likely. And yes, they did. And I mean, Jake Browning again has been throwing the football incredibly. 17 for 19, 178 yards. I mean, you cannot ask for more from a backup quarterback. And about to tie an 8-3 team, or potentially going to tie an 8-3 team. There's not much more you can ask for. He has an 89% completion percentage. I mean, you can't ask for better. This drive has taken up 10 plays for 70 yards and 5:13 taken off the clock. Hand off to Mixon. He's going to try and use the blocks in front of him. Gains a few there on 1st down. Jacksonville uses their 2nd time out of the half. So 1:06 remaining on the clock. Offensive unrestricted free agents. Yeah, they have a lot. Williams, Higgins, Boyd, Williams, Irvin, Smith, Sample, Wilcox, Hudson. These tight ends have been very effective so far in this game. Obviously, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, some of their number one priorities. Travion Williams has been very good for them this season. Irvin's come alive on a few occasions. So, there's going to have to be some cuts going to have to be made for Cincinnati. They have to let some guys go. Another handoff to Mixon. And he is in on the draw. Touchdown. His 2nd one of the game. A 2-yard carry for Joe Mixon. That's his 2nd touchdown. 12 plays, 75 yards, 5:20 taken off the clock as the Cincinnati Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game. And you got to give credit to the guards here for the Cincinnati Bengals. Volson and Kappa blocking out, making sure Mixon has that A-gap hole to run straight into the end zone. And McPherson will tie this game at 14. 1:04 remaining. Joe Mixon being a threat in the red zone tonight for the Cincinnati Bengals. They sure need him to come alive as we are getting set for halftime, but not before Jacksonville's going to try and go down and score the football themselves. Yeah, how about Jake Browning is right. I can't wait till Justin Jefferson comes back, bro. I really cannot wait. Titans, Dolphins, yeah, the new Monday night doubleheader. They're both at 8 o'clock. I mean, I guess I don't know. We'll have to decide. I really hope Justin Jefferson gets back in week 14. He's activated off IR, so. All right, so we're back now. 104 remaining in this first half. Trevor Lawrence and the man who just caught his first touchdown of the year, Evan Ingram, getting ready to go back on the field. I have to imagine he will get the ball a few times. And here's the kickoff. And my thing just froze. Okay, that works. Please work. There we go. Jaguars, yeah, they started 4-8, and then they went on a rally, and they were able to make the playoffs, and win a playoff game and all. Barely won. Jaguars have been cooking. Number one in their division. I mean, not much has been going wrong in Duval. Fake to ETN, Lawrence to throw, and he dumps this one off to ETN, who gets the first down and a little bit more. And with only one timeout, they got to go. They have under a minute remaining. They're now at the 37-yard line. Lawrence will throw once again. Quick throw caught by Zay Jones. He'll get out of bounds, so that'll give the Jaguars a chance to settle down for a second while they draw up a play. They're still going to keep going, though, with the hurry up, it looks like. Or no, they're going to go into a huddle this time. So 2nd and 2. Lawrence today, 10 for 12, 117 yards, and obviously that touchdown pass. It's going to be hard to throw a touchdown here, but we're going to see how far Jacksonville can drive down. They're at the 45 now. Nobody in the backfield for Lawrence. Trips out on the left. He will throw. He is going to be sacked. He is sacked, and that is what you cannot have if you are the Jaguars. Sam Hubbard and the Jaguars won't use a timeout. Or actually, no, they will. A little surprising there. They might potentially give Cincinnati the football back if they throw an incompletion. And you just see the Jaguars' offensive line got confused because of the late switch by Hill and Hubbard. Sheriff gave it up there. And just some miscommunication on the blocking. Late switch. Not really much you can do there. It's 3rd and 9, so it definitely is manageable. But with no timeouts remaining, the Jaguars are going to have to get down the field quickly if they want to try and put points on the board. They do receive the football in the second half, by the way. ETN in the backfield with Lawrence. Lawrence, he drops the football, and he just heaves this one up for Ridley, who makes it incomplete. That was almost a catch by Ridley, a bad catch by Lawrence. He dropped the football, just had to throw one up to Ridley so he didn't fumble it potentially. Jaguars fans shaking their head. They knew that Lawrence just dropped that football, and that Ridley also could have came down with that. That was a bad throw by Lawrence. Just had to heave it up, and the pressure was coming in as well. The fact that that was almost a catch is incredible. And a fair catch called by Irwin, and with 22 seconds remaining. I'm sorry, that was by Jones. Let's see this play again. So Ridley tripped, And oh, it went right through his hand. See, it would have been hard for Jacksonville to get down there in time to spike it, but with 20 seconds, they probably would have been able to. They probably would have been able to spike it with just a few seconds remaining, and they would have been able to get a field goal. But now Cincinnati have all 3 timeouts and 22 seconds remaining, so we'll see here if they can potentially get a field goal. Browning has played really well tonight. And it looks like they're not going to try much. Nixon with a 5-yard carry there. And Cincinnati will not use their timeouts. And they're just going to go into the locker room. So we are all tied up at 14 as we head into the half, or as we head into the break. Jacksonville will receive, but this game is a lot more competitive than I think people expected. Jake Browning, 17 for 19 today. Joe Mixon with 2 touchdowns. On the other side, Trevor Lawrence with a touchdown pass, ETN with a touchdown run. This game has once again been very competitive, and let's see who can pull it out in the second half. That's what we'll be back for. Alrighty. So we're back for this quarter, or this half, I guess you want to call it. And I couldn't really see where the Jaguars got to. All right, so we're starting off the second half with Lawrence under center. Fake to ETN. Lawrence getting out of the pocket. He throws this one on the run. It's incomplete, broken up by Awuzie, and it'll bring up second down. Good coverage there. Straps. That pass was to Tim Jones. A little behind him, but he definitely still could have caught that football. 2nd and 10, trip set on the right. Lawrence will throw again. Pocket collapsing. This pass is caught by Parker Washington. He's a few yards short of the first down. Tackle made there by Hill. And a 3rd and short coming up. 3rd and 1. If I'm the Jaguars, I'm giving this to ETN right up the gut. That's something that has been working on 3rd and short so far. I think that's what they should continue to do, especially since Fortner has been opening up those holes. ETN in the backfield with Lawrence. That's who they'll give it to, and he will not get it. I mentioned how the holes have been opening up. They did not work out there. Announcers jinx gets them by me. And the Jaguars will go 3 and out on their first drive. I guess the run up the gut was not a good idea. So you got to give the Bengals credit. They did fill those gaps really well. Logan Wilson came in just from the B gap, and ETN could have been stopped a lot sooner if he didn't trip. And Cook will punt this one away. Jones fair catches this one at the 17-yard line, and back out comes the Cincinnati offense. We'll see if Jake Browning can keep his momentum continuing on in the second half. We're still tied at 14, 13-21 remaining in the third quarter. I also heard about this. Dak Wilson reluctant to step back into the starting role. Is like he's not going to do it anymore. Like you don't want to do it. This is actually pretty interesting. I guess he's tired of the media or something. The Pacers beat the Celtics. I mean, I'm hearing all the stuff about Halliburton on primetime right now. Jeez. 10-point win. How much did Halliburton have? 26, 10, and 13. Triple-double. Jesus. On primetime. It's only a second primetime game as well. Here comes Jake Browning. And the Cincinnati offense saw Joe Burrow there helping him out. Earlier, here's Joe Mixon, who had 64 yards in the first half. Only a 1-yard gain there. Seems like Jacksonville trying to clean up their run defense problems. Second and 9 coming up. Trip set on the right. Browning will throw. Quick throw over the middle. Caught. And holding on to the football is the tight end Hudson, who has been very involved in tonight's game plan. It's third down. Excuse me. Third and 2 coming up. Hudson with 3 catches for 35 yards. A very solid game for the tight end. Cincinnati to continue their drive. Jaguars showing 5 guys on the blitz. We'll see if they send it. And they end up sending 6. Browning to throw. He is going deep for Chase. Who makes the catch on the run? Jamar Chase to the 30, 20, 10, 5. And he walks into the end zone for a touchdown. And he gritties on him. A 76-yard touchdown for Jamar Chase. That's just a simple go route by Jamar Chase. He beats Campbell off the line of scrimmage. Little shake and bake. Got him on the outside. And just the catch on the run. Jamar Chase proving that he is a top receiver in this league. And McPherson makes it a 7-point game. Jake Browning tonight has been incredible. Jamar Chase looking even better. 76 yards. Cincinnati leads for the first time today. Woo, baby. I mean, he just beat him off that line of scrimmage. 11:50 remaining in the game, or in the third quarter. All right, so we're back now. See what the Jaguars can do on their second drive of the half. And in the blink of an eye, they have already lost their lead. I mean, Jake Browning tonight, 19 of 21, 261 yards, and a touchdown pass. What more can you ask for? And here comes the return by Washington. He's taken down at the 15-yard line, so not a good start for the Jacksonville Jaguars already, but let's see what their offense can do. Fake to ETN. Lawrence gets out of the pocket, throws. This one is caught. And a first down. Zay Jones. That is what the Jacksonville Jaguars needed to start out this drive, as they went 3 and out on their first possession. And you see Jones here just crossing the field. Wilson was on him, and that's just a mismatch there that Trevor Lawrence took advantage of. Wilson did do a good job at the end of the play trying to break it up, but Zay Jones did a good job hauling it in. And a first down. The Jaguars now at their own 39-yard line. Fake to ETN. Lawrence dumps this one off to Ingram, who is going to be taken down in the backfield. Coming off the edge there is the cornerback Hilton. Came off the edge of that block and was able to take down Evan Ingram there. And Ingram off the motion, and you just see here, no receiver was in the area for Hilton. He stayed put in the zone coverage, and it ended up working out for him as he's able to make that play. Jacksonville now, 2nd and 12. Lawrence in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers lined up. He will throw. He is going deep for Ridley. It's incomplete. I think Ridley did not really run that route too well. I think he was supposed to. He might have been had to go up the sideline, but by the way, it's incomplete. Ridley has 5 targets, 2 catches, only 24 yards. Not the greatest game for Calvin Ridley, their number 1 receiver, and it's now 3rd and 12. Not entirely sure why you're doing these big plays. If you're Press Taylor, you probably want to go short because of the fact that you are down by 7 right now. Looked like, yep. I was just about to mention it. Looked like the cornerback of Zooey jumped off sides, and I think they're going to call it. Yes, they will. So this will be a lot more manageable if you are the Jacksonville Jaguars. Zooey's pleading his case to no avail. So it'll be 3rd and 7. Trip set on the left. Lawrence to throw. He completes this one to Zay Jones up the sideline and a first down. Jacksonville definitely needed that one. Jones was wide open. I think he just got lost in the shuffle there on that stack trip set. And I'd like to see a little bit of a replay here, because I don't know how Jones got lost in that shuffle. So nobody was really watching him. I think it was just miscommunication. Hilton was staying put on the zone. He didn't watch the sideline. I think he expected safety help, but he didn't get it. Zay Jones, 3 catches, 47 yards tonight. He's had a great game. Not a great game, but a very good game. Handoff to ETN, who tries to get to the outside, puts his shoulder down, gains a few yards there, and it's 2nd down. ETN with a total of 36 yards tonight and a touchdown. So not too good if you are Travis Etienne. You definitely would like to be better. 2nd and 7 coming up. Extra man on the offensive line as a tight end. Two receivers. Jones in motion. A pitch to Etienne. He's trying to get to the outside, able to get the angle, but is swung out of bounds by his jersey by Miles Murphy, the rookie. And good job by Murphy there. And while it's not really an official tackle, he was able to get Etienne out of bounds before he could have potentially gotten that first down. It's 3rd and 1 now. Etienne will come out of the game, potentially for a bigger back. And some good blocking there on the edge by Ingram and Farrell, but Murphy just had a good pursuit there on Etienne, able to make that play. And you got Johnson in the game. That's a pitch to him. He's going to try and get to the outside. He is able to, and he gets the first down. Doesn't get much, but he's able to get it. And the bigger back proven to work there. Not too much bigger than Etienne, but you consider him their power back. And we look at the AFC playoff picture right now. It is wide open. The Miami Dolphins with the lead. And you got the Ravens, obviously the Jaguars, Chiefs, and the wild card. You got the Steelers, Browns, and Colts. And then obviously you got in the hunt the Bengals sitting at 5-6. This could put them just with the Buffalo Bills at 6-6 with a win today. And a jet sweep to Ridley, and he is going to go absolutely nowhere. Shut down in the backfield by Battle and Pratt. They scouted that out from a mile away. Give Battle credit. He came off the block. Pratt, he didn't get faked out by the jet sweep. And Ridley just had nowhere to go. He had no clue what to do there. Oh, my goodness. That's definitely a fake beer. There's no way that's real. This Cincinnati fan, there's no way that's real. Johnson in the backfield. Lawrence fakes to him. He's going to escape the pocket, and he's going to throw on the run. This pass is caught by Parker Washington. Not the best throw on the run, but Washington able to make do of what he had, and he gets the first down. Lawrence was looking to run, but Washington came back to the football. That's something you'd learn as a receiver. You should just come back to the football on certain plays like this, and a nice grab for the first down. Washington with 3 receptions for 33 yards. Fake to Etienne. Lawrence has time. Now he just dumps it off to Etienne, who makes one man miss, not able to make his next man miss, and he's brought down after a yard of yardage. Gaither there on the tackle. That'll bring up 2nd down. 10 plays, 70 yards, 5:49 taken off the clock. If you are the Jacksonville Jaguars, you would really hate to see just a field goal come out of this drive. Lawrence in the shotgun. Trip set on the right. Lawrence will throw. Escapes the pocket. Surveying. Going to the end zone. It's incomplete. It was a jump ball. Calvin Ridley defended by Hilton. Ridley didn't have much of a shot with it, and it's 3rd down. Ridley has just not had the best night, and you look at the trip set here. Ridley with the double move in the end zone, and Hilton, who was just sort of in the back of the end zone, goes to the sideline and makes a play there, separates the hands, just interrupts that play. Jaguars on 3rd down. They've started 1 for 5. They are since 2 for 2, both of those starting on this drive. And they got to call a timeout now. Trevor Lawrence is fuming that they had to use a timeout and they couldn't get set and they couldn't get their motion correct. He's got to stay calm, though. It's 3rd and 9. You're down by 7. And there's not a lot of time left in the 3rd quarter because the Bengals have been taking time off the clock. So 5:33 right now is not a lot of time if you are the Jacksonville Jaguars in the 3rd quarter. I know 5:33 in the third quarter is like a lot of time in general, but it's not always. So 3rd and 9. Lawrence on 3rd down is 1 for 3 for 16 yards and only 1 first down. Lawrence will throw. He drops back, has time, goes to the end zone. It is caught! Touchdown! Parker Washington! It looked like it was knocked out of his hands, and then he came back to get it. While in the motion of going down. What a catch by Parker Washington. Yeah, that ball was in the air, brings it in with one hand. That is a touchdown. What a play there. That was an interception by Hill. He just dropped it, and then Washington just brought it in with one hand. What a catch. The Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game up. That should have been picked. We should I should be yelling that it's Cincinnati football, not a touchdown for Jacksonville. That's 100% a touchdown. I don't think that there's any evidence, though. Yeah, everything looks like it's inbounds. His elbow's down inbounds. Yeah, his backside's inbounds. Everything, that's a touchdown. Wow. What a catch by Parker Washington. And the kick is good. We are once again tied, but we are tied at 21. They're really pushing this Monday night doubleheader for next week. I mean, goodness gracious. And here is the kickoff. This one will go into the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out comes Jake Browning and his offense. And I say his offense not loosely at all. After that touchdown to Jamar Chase, he is fully taking command with this Bengals offense. I think that they have a lot of trust in him now. And honestly, I think I do too. Boyd in motion. That'll make a trip set on the left. And have played a Boyd who's going to throw, but Browning falls down. And it's intercepted! Intercepted by Josh Allen! So the play was to Boyd, and it was supposed to go back to Browning, but Browning fell down. Boyd was trying to get it to somebody, and Josh Allen just jumped in front of it. Now all of a sudden the Jaguars have 1st and goal. Guess that's why Tyler Boyd don't play quarterback. 2 trick plays tonight that have been similar have come back to bite Cincinnati. So let's see it again. Play to Boyd. He got knocked down by Josh Allen. And I don't even know who he tried to throw it to. I think he tried to throw it to Williams. Or Mixon, sorry. And Josh Allen. I guess he just didn't see Josh Allen. No one dropped that too. Now at the 9-yard line, the Jaguars are already ready to score here and take the lead. Handoff to ETN. And he gains 2 there before being taken down. It's now 2nd and goal. I don't even know what in God's name Tyler Boyd was doing. I don't think he's going to have a good passer rating on Pro Football Focus tomorrow morning. I guess he's trying to explain it to Joe Mixon what the hell he was trying to do. I don't know. He should have just thrown it. We should have just ran with it, honestly. Would have been better than what he did there. If he saw that the play was dead, I don't even know why he tried to make a play out of it. 2nd and goal from the 7. ETN in motion. They fake to him. Lawrence to throw. He dumps it off to Ridley, who is down at the 1. Ridley got in the flats off the motion. And he almost had a touchdown there. Jacksonville 1 yard away from taking the lead. And Ridley, who's not had the best night, almost put the Jaguars in the end zone. I think Lawrence might take it himself. They have that formation. I don't know. They're going to give it to ETN, who is not going to get there. He gets a half a yard, so it's going to be 4th and a half of a yard to go. I think Lawrence should just take it himself, to be honest. Let's see what they do. This actually could end up being a screen. Yeah, Lawrence going to take it himself. He puts the ball over, but the ball is out. But they're going to say touchdown. A touchdown for Trevor Lawrence as he put the football over. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Offense staying on the field. Or no, never mind. He's just shaking, clap. Giving his teammates high fives. Trevor Lawrence with a 1 yard rushing touchdown. The ball is definitely over the pylon or the plane. And that is definitely a touchdown. No doubt about it. Yep, gets it over the black as well. Touchdown. Jacksonville. as they take the lead. And the kick is good. So 2 touchdowns very quickly from Jacksonville. A game-tying touchdown and a turnover. An odd turnover that turned into a touchdown. Trevor Lawrence with 3 total touchdowns today. All right. So similar stats tonight for Lawrence and Browning. Believe it or not, Browning gets more passing yards than Trevor Lawrence does. And the kickoff here will go into the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Brown is in the backfield. That's who they're going to give it to. Brown able to get a hole. Brown to the 40, 45, 50, 45, and goes out of bounds in Jaguars territory. A good start there for Chase Brown, and the Bengals definitely needed that. Good blocking there on the outside. Give credit to the left guard. Volson made a play there to take out Lloyd. Keep that hole completely opened up. And he gets the first down. Brown with 6 carries for 60 yards. Really good game tonight. Browning hands off to Brown, who is not going to get as lucky, but does gain around 4 there on first down. 2nd and 7. Trips out on the left. Browning to throw. He dumps this one off in the backfield to Mixon. Mixon trying to fight, get through his blockers, but is going to be taken down in the backfield. Jaguars got off their blocks a little late, but Mixon was not able to get in front. 3rd and 7. Under 1:30 remaining in this third quarter. Jake Browning on 3rd down is 7 for 7, 124 yards, a touchdown, 5 first downs. We'll see what we can do here. This definitely is manageable. I'm trying to get the ball to maybe a tight end here for around 5 yards. This definitely is 2-down territory. You want to try and do like a 5-yard ball curl. You do have T. Higgins and Jamar Chase one-on-one here. Browning will throw. He's looking for a screen pass to Williams, but he just has to throw it in the dirt. There was a flag down on the play after the play happened, so this could be a personal. I think this might be a personal foul in Jacksonville for after the play, late hit. Let's see. Oh, an eligible man downfield. I thought Jacksonville was going to have a late hit because I saw that Williams did get touched after the play, but an eligible man downfield penalty is declined. So the Bengals are going to have to punt off a very unfortunate drive that had a good start to it. Started out with a Brown long run. Other than that, not really much to show for if you are the Bengals. Robbins to punt. Fair catch called by Washington. He drops it, but he's able to get it back. Very scary situation for Parker Washington. He has it at the 8-yard line. And that could have been disastrous for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Washington came up with that incredible catch in the end zone earlier, just dropped the punt. I don't know how you do that. Either way, he's able to get it back. Lawrence, 18 for 24, 202 amount of yards, 3 total touchdowns, and Johnson takes this for about a 1-yard gain. The Jaguars do have to run one more play before the quarter ends. Second and 9. Nobody in the backfield for Lawrence. Trips that on the left. And Lawrence to throw. Hesitates, throws it, caught by Parker Washington, who will be taken down after a few yards of gain, and that will end the third quarter. So we'll come back to a Jacksonville 3rd down and around 3 or 4. But Jacksonville has the lead 28-0, thanks to some defensive turnovers and some Trevor Lawrence magic. We'll be back to see who can pull this one out in clutch time. NHL going to raise the salary cap. as we come back to this fourth quarter, Lawrence called for the snap, and it was not snapped, so I guess it's offsides. And just about the entire offensive line jumped off sides as Forther didn't snap it. So it's going to be 3rd and 8. I guess he didn't even know the snap count. It would have been, actually wouldn't be a bad idea to try and draw the Bengals offsides on that play. But each team has 3 penalties each. The Jaguars have 30 yards affected on them. The Bengals only have 20. No running backs in the backfield for Lawrence. Johnson moves into the slot on the right side. And Lawrence gets this one off, but he's under pressure, and maybe they didn't give it to him. And a delay of game. Now it's going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's 3rd and long, and that is just a killer. 2 straight penalties, 10 yards. Not even a down of football has been played. That's definitely a delay of game penalty, in my opinion. Lawrence obviously doesn't seem to think so, but the clock will prove him wrong. Honestly, that play kind of looked dead from the beginning as well, so might be a good thing. 3rd and 13. Johnson in the backfield. Lawrence to throw from his own end zone. He is going deep for Zay Jones, and it's overthrown. Jones, I don't think he ran fast enough there, but either way, it's incomplete. 3 and out. The Jaguars are going to have to punt this one away. Zay Jones, I believe, slammed his helmet. I think the throw was on point. I just don't think Zay Jones ran fast enough at the end of that route. I think as soon as he got his head around, he kind of started tripping up. And here's the punt. This is a short punt. Jones at the 48 is taken down. So the Bengals will start out in Jaguars territory with 14:43 remaining in this game. And we take a little break, about 30 seconds. All right. Here we go. Jake Browning back out there trying to lead his team to tie this game up. Mixon will start out in the backfield with him. Trip set on the left. No receivers lined up on the right. This is the best starting field position the Bengals have had all game on the Jaguars' 48-yard line. Handoff to Mixon. Mixon trying to fight through the holes. He's trying to carry himself for extra yardage. He does gain 2 on the play. Probably a lot more than what he should have gained, actually. Probably should have lost some yardage there. But it'll be 2nd and 2. Mixon with 71 total yards tonight. Has 35 rushing yards and 36 receiving yards. And with 2 touchdowns, both of those rushing. Not a bad night for Mixon. I'm sure he wishes he had a few more rushing yards to tack onto his night, but I'm sure he will take those 2 touchdowns. Boyd in motion. He moves into the slot on the right. Fake to Mixon. Browning will throw. He's looking at Chase deep. He has to escape the pressure, and he just throws this one away. Flag is down in the secondary. It was actually almost intercepted. The linebacker Smoot tried diving for it with one arm, bringing it in. Unfortunately, he couldn't do that. Illegal contact on the defense, so the Bengals going to get lucky there. Automatic first down. Devin Lloyd there on the contact, which will result in a first down. Let's see, 5 yards down the field. Yeah, he's kind of grabbing his back shoulder, a little bit of his chest. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, he's grabbing his back too. They're going to call that every single time. You just can't touch him. Didn't even really need to touch him too. I mean, what's his face? He was running down the field, and Browning was under pressure. Fake toss to Mixon. Browning getting out of the pocket. He throws this one caught by Jamar Chase, who will get the first down a little bit more. Chase still on his feet, now being driven out of bounds by Jenkins. And now Cincinnati with a chance to tie this game as Jamar Chase is having himself a game. And now he's getting in some words with Jenkins now. You see Chase coming all the way across the field. Nobody guarding. Well, there was somebody supposed to be guarding him, but Jenkins had to get him up late after the throw. There was some traffic in the middle of the field between the Jaguars secondary. Jamar Chase with 8 catches, 118 yards, and a touchdown tonight. He's had himself a game. Fake to Mixon, Browning the throw. He dumps this one off to Mixon. He's going to use the blockers in front of him. Mixon will get the first down. Barely is able to get it. And the Bengals still driving down the field. .81 total yards tonight for Joe Mixon. Brown is now in the game as Mixon will take a breather. Dump off passes have been working tonight for Joe Mixon. Hopefully for him it continues. Hand off to Brown on the edge, and he is going to be brought down in the backfield. Smoot had him originally, and the rest of the defensive line for the Jacksonville Jaguars came in to help him out as a tackle for loss, and Brown will immediately come out of the game. Smoot almost had him. Thank God for the rest of the Jacksonville defensive line, or else he'd be gone because this team can actually tackle, unlike my team. 2nd and 13. Trip set on the right. Browning will throw. Looking for a quick throw. Not able to do it, but he does get it over the middle of Tyler Boyd, who's able to gain all those yards back and more. Should be around 3rd and 2. They're actually going to mark him a yard shorter than that. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Oh, beautiful whiff route there. Higgins is a little upset he was not targeted to in the end zone. I don't know. It wasn't that open. Trip set on the right. Browning changing the play. Mixon in the backfield. Browning will throw. Here comes the blitz. Quick throw over the middle. Dropped by Jamar Chase. Jenkins still talking trash. And we'll see what the Bengals decide to do here. Do they have that amount of faith in their defense? That's a good route by Chase. He faked the out route, went in for the slant. That's just a simple drop. He heard the footsteps in by Jenkins, and he turned his head too early. Joe Burrow there knows it himself. They're going to go for it. Mixon in the backfield. Boyd now moving in motion. And will they run it? Yes, they will. Browning will throw. He throws this one. It is caught by Chase. He gets it one this time. And Chase inside the 5. And now Chase is still talking. This time he makes the catch. He gets it off the floor. First down, Cincinnati. That time it didn't look. It actually might have looked a little too early. Chase off the catch. Still, he made it inside the 5. Makes up for that drop. And Cincinnati with a good chance to score. 9 catches, 125 yards, and a touchdown for Jamar Chase. He's in motion, but he's going to go behind Browning. We'll see if they get him the football. They'll give it to Mixon. He's got 2 touchdowns today. Will he get a third? He tries to put the ball in, and they're going to mark him a yard short of the end zone. Let's see here. Did he put it in? That's close. I don't think he did, though. So now 2nd and 1 from the goal line. Mixon in the backfield. Browning going to line up under center. Chase in motion. He's going to move behind Mixon. Browning's just going to take it himself. This snap looked a little buffled or messed up, if that's what you want to have to put it into words, but he's going to be marked short, about a half yard. Oh, no, now they're going to say touchdown. They marked him short originally, but now they say touchdown. This is going to be interesting. For now, it's a Jake Browning touchdown and an extra point away from tying this game. Let's see the replay. Kind of looked like he messed up the snap originally. I don't know what he was expecting. He just stood there for a second. You can't really tell. It depends on where his knee is down, but you can't really tell if his knee is down. The side angle, it looks like he's in. Oh, that's really tough because I can't see his knee. You can't see his knee in the pile. Honestly, I think they're probably going to keep that a touchdown. Yeah, you still can't see his knee. I mean, the ball is in. You can't really tell which one goes down first, and the fact they ruled it touchdown makes me believe that. Oh, maybe you can kind of see it here. Oh, you can. Yeah, you can kind of see it there. I think he's in. So they're reviewing it. So I guess it is a touchdown. I don't know. I didn't have the headphones on. So it's a touchdown. Jake Browning with a rushing touchdown. Takes it off the quarterback sneak. McPherson will drill the extra point, tying this game at 28. 9:27 remaining in this game. Jake Browning. What a game he has had. And the kickoff here will go into the back of the end zone for a touchback. Trevor Lawrence, once again, trying to lead his team to victory. So the Jaguars are moving to the number 1 seed with a win tonight. Crazy to think about that. But they got to go through Jake Browning and company. Trevor Lawrence starts out under center. A fake to Johnson. Lawrence has time. He throws. This one is caught by Evan Ingram. And a big play there for around 20. Will get Jacksonville the first down. Here's a handoff to Johnson, and Johnson will be shut down at the line of scrimmage by the Bengals. It's now second down. Lawrence to throw. Has time. Now he's going to try and go up the middle. He is going to gain a few yards, but not before being taken down by Reeder and Hubbard. There is a flag down, so we'll see what the penalty is. I think it was in the secondary. Illegal contact on the defense, so that's an automatic first down. DJ Turner. First down, the Jaguars are in Bengals territory. Fake to Johnson. Lawrence escapes the pocket, throws on the run. This one is caught by Zay Jones, who gets to the 25, out and around the 23, 22-yard line. They're going to snark him down at the 23. Look at Zay Jones tonight. What a game. Replacing the injured Christian Kirk. Woozy was a little slow to get up. He's moving with a bit of a slow pace. Zay Jones kind of flipped over him. He's had 4 catches for 71 yards tonight. Johnson in motion. 4 receivers lined up. 5 seconds to snap. They get it off. Nope, there's a penalty. It's going to be a false start on Jacksonville. And, yep, that'll be on Sheriff, the Pro Bowl guard. Leading pass catchers tonight. Well, obviously, Zay Jones. I mean, there's been a lot of guys involved. You haven't really seen much of Calvin Ridley. 3 catches for 30 yards. It's been most of Zay Jones, Evan Ingram, and Parker Washington tonight. Something I never thought I'd see. The injury of Christian Kirk on the very first play is a killer. And the Jaguars, for whatever reason, are using their second time out. And that could kill you down the road as well. Something we did see last night at Green Bay in the first half. Green Bay wasn't able to score at the end of the first half because they didn't have those timeouts. And now this is coming at a worse situation. Trip set on the left for Jacksonville. 1st and 15. Etienne and Johnson are both in the backfield. And it's going to be a toss to Ridley, who tries to get to the outside, but is hammered for a loss. Turner there, who had the illegal contact penalty. Now talking with Ingram. I don't know what they're getting into it for, but Ridley loses the yard there at 2nd and 16. Second and 16. Turner with 5 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. Lawrence to throw. Quick throw to Johnson. He's taken down. He does gain those yards back. So it'll be 3rd and 10 around. Pratt claiming there was a fumble. I don't think that there was a fumble. The reason Jacksonville did call their timeouts because Parker Washington was like tie his shoe or something. And they couldn't get their personnel straight. So it'd actually be 3rd and 11, so 3rd and long here. Nobody in the backfield. Lawrence gonna throw, pump fakes, and he's dropped. Ball is out. Both teams fighting for it. They're gonna say 4th down. Lawrence is down. Lawrence is down. He slams the ground. He is down with an injury. Something with his leg. He landed awkwardly. You could definitely see that. This is not good. Oh, little. Collapsed. They stepped on his ankle. Oh, that is terrible. Your backup quarterback is C.J. Beathard. Good thing is it's 4th down and you'd still have the football. And then his leg kind of bends as well. Oh, that is nasty. This is not good. If he is out, their season's over. That didn't look good. Jacksonville's season is pretty much done. If he is out for a significant time. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my goodness, my freaking fantasy team as well. Oh, my God. I forgot about my fantasy team, too. Oh, my God. My season's screwed. All right, now we'll think about fantasy later. Of course, freaking Kyler Murray's on bye next week. That did look horrible. That wasn't good. He's being helped to the locker room. His night is over. His night is over. And he's played such a great game, too. The good thing is that he's not going out in a cart, but I think if I'm being honest, I think his season's over. That really looked like some sort of season-ending injury. We've seen a lot of those this year. He was pissed to throw in his helmet. The Jaguars have to take a field goal. So the good thing for them is that they can regroup, try and get C.J. Beathard ready to get out onto the field. The kick is no good. That's the worst possible outcome if you are the Jaguars. McManus, 48 yards away, can't hit it, just under 5 minutes remaining. And now the Bengals have a glorious opportunity to go take the lead. With the Jaguars down, they're not out. The game is still tied, but they are definitely down. McManus somehow look confused. Are you stupid or something? Well, here we go. 3 receivers eligible. Mixon in the backfield. Browning in the shotgun. Quick throw caught by Boyd. And he's driven out of bounds after around a 6-yard gain. Lawrence putting weight on his leg, but still being helped by medical personnel and a police officer. Actually, they give him that extra yard, so it's 2nd and 3 coming up. Yes, the tables have definitely turned. With Jake Browning tonight, 25 for 29, 307 yards, a touchdown. And Mixon cannot gain enough for a first down. He's a yard short. So I'll bring up 3rd and 1. And if you are Cincinnati, what do you do? Because your passing game has worked, but your running game just got stopped there for only a few yards, but you only need 1 here. You want to try and give it to Mixon, who is your power back. You can maybe have a tight end swing around for some extra support. Bengals have 102 more yards than the Jaguars do, but this game is all tied up at 28. Mixon in the backfield. Just like I said, now they're going to throw. Browning's going to take it himself and get the first down in the Jaguars territory. Jake Browning to the 40, 35, and down at the 32-yard line. Jake Browning. What is this man has been incredible today. I mean, look at that there. What? This man hasn't ran all of today, and now all of a sudden he's running the football. Jeez. What is he? Look at Lamar Jackson. I won't read off his stats because the play is happening, but now we are the clock's not running for some weird reason. And penalty incoming and false start. I don't know why the clock wasn't moving. We're at the 4-minute mark directly. False start on Browning? Not a Browning jump. I moved his feet. I don't think I've ever seen a quarterback false start before in my life. Learn something new every day. The last road win on Monday Night Football for Cincinnati was at 1999 against Cleveland. Cleveland Browns. 1st and 15. Draw here to Mixon. Mixon gains a few there on first down. Bring up 2nd. Clock continues to run. Bengals are in field goal range. McPherson warming up. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Mixon is able to gain all the yards back. So if you are Cincinnati, Jaguars have 1 timeout, are definitely going to have to use their backup quarterback. So kind of killing the time would not be the worst idea. You don't want this football to hit the ground at all. You have to have some faith in your defense against the backup quarterback that has not played a snap yet today. And now more penalties flying in before the play, and it looks like it's going to be offsides. Nope, false start. Oh, Browning again. Browning, once again, inexperienced quarterback, only his 2nd career start. Played a really great game tonight. but just getting a little too excited and maybe a little nervous about that pass rush that the Jaguars are looking to send in. And Browning's yelling at his offensive line. Zach Taylor's yelling at him. And Browning, he is sacked. Taken out of field goal range, Josh Allen, who's had himself an incredible game as well. And Trevor Lawrence, questionable return with an ankle injury. Well, he's done. It was a few minutes remaining. There's no way he's coming back in. I mean, they're probably just getting his freaking equipment off to test them. 3rd and 22. The Bengals should be getting to around the 35. That's around 9 yards that you can think about a field goal. And they're going to have to use a timeout now. Now Little is returned, the left tackle who got hurt as well as questionable return with a hamstring injury. So not only is their quarterback hurt, their left tackle are the two most important positions on the line. We've seen a lot of quarterback injuries this season, way too many that we would like to see. 3rd and 22, Browning the throw. This one is caught by Boyd, and he gets to, I couldn't really see, but it looks like the 37, 38. So what are they going to do? I think you just take the field goal, have some faith in your defense. Clock does stop, by the way. Yeah, they're going to try his field goal. McPherson has missed one today from 57. This one from 54. His season long is 56, as we saw earlier today. To take the lead. The kick is up. The kick is good! And the Bengals retake the lead. 31-28 with 2:28 remaining in this game. Browning loving it. Well, not loving it, liking it, I guess you could say. He's a little frustrated with himself. Yeah, I thought he was out for the season too, you know? All right, so a touchback here for Jacksonville, and out comes C.J. Beathard to try and tie or help the Jaguars win this game. We'll see what he can do, and we'll see what he can be subjected to do. Beathard to throw, under pressure, he's going to run. He loses it. He loses it. And the Jaguars barely able to recover. It was bounced around like a ping pong ball for a few seconds, and Parker Washington was able to recover it. He also might have been down, too. Either way, the Jaguars have it. And now Beathard's hand is hurting. Oh, my Lord. Beathard's grandfather fired Bobby Ross. What? Where does that stat come from? Where do you get that stat from? Jeez. That's okay. That's interesting. Beathard going deep to Zay Jones. It's incomplete. He overthrew him. Jones was also covered. Now it's 3rd and 1. Beathard complete to Evan Ingram, who stays on his feet. Ingram past the Jaguars 45, and the clock is still running. Beathard drops back to throw. Dumps this one off to Ingram again, and he goes down. Beathard dumps this one off to ETN. Travis Etienne to the 35, 30, 25, goes out of bounds, and the Jacksonville Jaguars are in business. CJ Beathard finding a way to get it done late. Beathard to throw again. This one caught by Parker Washington. He gets to the 20. They're in the red zone. Jaguars still have one timeout, under 1 minute remaining. Beathard pump fakes. He is dropped. 37 seconds. Timeout taken by Jacksonville. Third and 3. Beathard under pressure. He is sacked. Jaguars can't attempt a field goal. They got to get their unit on quick. They could possibly send this game into overtime. And Cincinnati's going to use their timeout. The kick by McManus is good. We're all tied at 31 with 26 seconds remaining. Battle of the backups. That's a good one. All right, this is a touchback, so Browning gets 26 seconds to try and go get a potential field goal. All right, handoff to Mixon, who gets to the 40, and with 20 seconds, they got to call timeout. Okay, now they use their timeout after how long? Mixon with 109 total yards with 2 touchdowns. So the Bengals got to get this across midfield and spike it. Browning the throw. Drops back. Has time. Throws it over the middle. Caught by Mixon. Trying to get out of bounds. He does with 12 seconds. Second down, 12 seconds remaining. Is going to be hard. You have to get out of bounds if you are Cincinnati. This play, in my opinion, this is just a play to chase up the sideline. You got to run an out route, the 15-yard out the chase. It's the only way you're going to get a shot at it. Chase has been your best playmaker today, obviously. He's in a one-on-one with Campbell. They've each split reps, which they've won. T. Higgins is lined up as well. Browning to throw. I don't know why. Dump off to Hudson. He hurdles a man, and he's not in bounds. This game's going into overtime. We're all tied at 31 at the end of regulation. The battle of the backups, as Shady says, sends us into overtime. First team to score a touchdown wins. Well, in the first in the first possession, I guess you could say. Yeah, the worst notable injuries for the season. Joe Burrow with the wrist, Kirk Cousins with the Achilles for quarterbacks, Daniel Jones with a knee injury. Those are all out for the season. Kenny Pickett, an ankle injury to be determined if he's out for the year. Anthony Richardson, a shoulder injury that's out for the year. Aaron Rodgers, Achilles injury that we don't even know if he's out for the year. Deshaun Watson, shoulder injury out for the season. Now probably Trevor Lawrence out for the season. Oh, here's the coin flip. Tails is the call for Cincinnati. It is heads, so the Jacksonville Jaguars will receive. CJ Beathard is going to try and lead this team down the field and try and score a touchdown. This is going to be fun. All right, hold on. I'll be right back, chat. Okay. CJ Beathard. Unbelievable. Is going to try and win this game. Here we go. Here's the kickoff. And a touchback. Here comes Beathard. Had a half-decent drive. Was 4 for 5. Short passes. A lot of yards after catch from his backs and receivers. Yeah, I saw that the Celtics are out. The Pacers are moving on. Halliburton at 26. Beast. Jaguars need a touchdown to win this game. A field goal would give Cincinnati a shot. Same thing with a punt. 2 men in the backfield. Ingram moves out of it. Screen to him. He's going to try and break one tackle. He does. And not able to break Logan Wilson's. He gets not pushed out of bounds. And a few yard gain there. Yeah, I saw a triple-double. I got to watch those highlights tomorrow morning. 2nd and 8 now. Beathard will throw. Dump off to ETN. ETN trying to spin off, but is taken down, and it's a quick 3rd down now. I do have reason to believe that if Christian Kirk was still in this game, the Jaguars would have probably won. Also, he's hurt, too. We didn't even mention that, too. Not only is Trevor Lawrence probably out for a little bit, so is Christian Kirk. 3rd and 6. Beathard will throw. And this pass is caught wide open. Evan Ingram, who has had himself a game, 1st down on the out route. So miscommunication there by Cincinnati leads to this 1st down. Just a simple out route. And we look at it again. Ingram, the slot man. They're playing off of him. Zay Jones able to create contact. There was no switch by Turner. Oh, yeah, Doug Peterson's go with backup QBs. I mean, he won a Super Bowl with one. He knows how to – he has faith in his backup quarterback, so I'll give him that. A lot of coaches would just be running the ball with them. A pitch to ETN. He does bobble it. He does get the edge. Travis Etienne with a 1st down. And a little bit more, a 1st down for Jacksonville. They are in business. And Beathard Nice pitch. Doesn't seem to be nervous. ETN doing ETN things. Good blocking on the outside there. Ingram there blocking out. Also, you got Harrison as well. You got a lot of good blocking there on the outside, letting ETN do ETN things. Touchdown wins the game. We're in Bengals territory. And no, we're not anymore. Hilton came in off the edge as the extra man on the rush, and he absolutely demolished Johnson in the backfield. It's second down. Yeah, you just see Hilton sneaking in off that edge. Beathard didn't notice, and he timed that perfectly. Second down and 14. Beathard to throw. Has time. He throws. This one is caught by Zay Jones. It makes it a lot more manageable because he gets all the yards back. And the ball is allowed to touch the ground, so that does look like a catch. Jaguars, I don't know if they want to hustle to the line, though, because they don't want to have to throw something incomplete. 3rd and 7, nobody in the backfield. Johnson is in the game. Johnson will move into the backfield, though, but I highly doubt they're going to run this football. Trips it on the right. Beathard to throw. Has time. Pockets collapsing. Has to escape. He is going deep for the win. The Ridley is caught at the 2. But there is a flag. Jacksonville fans are celebrating, but there is holding on the offense on Anton Harrison. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Jacksonville probably would have won. What a play made by Ridley. Now they're probably going to have to end up kicking. Oh, that's a shame. 3rd and 17. I highly doubt Beathard's going to throw another pass like that. I think this might be a dump off to Johnson here. Trips it on the right. Beathard to throw. He throws this off to Ridley, who is running backwards, and he's going to go nowhere. I don't know what he was doing, but he went backwards. Pratt on the tackle for, I guess you could say tackle for loss, and the Jaguars had a really promising drive, are forced to punt it away. Here's the punt. Here's Jones on the return. Hurdles a man, gets to around the 27, 28-yard line. And with 5:02 remaining, Browning comes out and tries to win this game for Cincinnati. There's been 5 ties and 3 lead changes. This has been a game. Unfortunately, the injuries have plagued it. Hand off to Mixon to start. Mixon trying to get to the outside and is able to gain a few yards there. Around 2. Next score wins. So Cincinnati, all they need is a field goal. Fake to Mixon, Browning to throw. Throws this one to Chase. It is caught after he bobbled it a few times inside the Bengals 45. Chase has had a night. Remember, Cincinnati can win it with a field goal. This obviously is going to be looked at real quick. Make sure that this was a catch. And yes, it was. Never even came close to the ground. Wow. Chase, 10 catches, 141 yards, and a touchdown. Fake to Mixon. Browning out of the pocket. He throws this one on the run. It's incomplete. Had to throw it away. Higgins was in the area. It's incomplete now. 4:08 remaining. Second and 10. Browning the throw. Just throws this one up for Mixon, who makes the catch, and he's taken down after a 1-yard gain. Boy, oh boy. Third and 10. So they're not going to give him that yard. And Cincinnati might have to use a timeout. And Browning's not even at the line, not even ready. Now he gets it off. Third and 10. Caught! Higgins! Sideline! First down, Cincinnati. First and 10. Hand off to Brown, who's trying to get to the edge. Only is able to gain a few there. All right, second and 9. Screen pass here to Chase. And he stiff arms a man, Jamar Chase. Did he get the first down? We're going to see where they spot the ball. They're going to mark him a few yards short of the first down. I just spit everywhere. Bengals are back. Well, let's see. I mean, injuries have plagued this game. And a timeout taken by Cincinnati. And we're looking back at this replay with Chase. Where did he step out? Did he step out? Yeah, his foot's definitely on the white. So we're reviewing, I guess, where Chase was out. I don't really know why. It's kind of pointless. He's out. I don't know what the hell the problem is. They're still reviewing this. I don't know why. I don't really need to know this because he is short. Like, he's short of the line, no? Waste of my damn time. Just sat here for like 5 minutes saying nothing. Yeah, he's short. 3rd and 1. Maybe they're looking to play where they should place the ball. I don't even know. All right, 3rd and 1. All right, 3rd and 1. Can we get this game underway? Oh my God, referee, move. Even the Bengals don't even get the 3rd and 1. They can just take the field goal. Who knows if McPherson will make it? Hand off to Mixon. He gets it. Honestly, the Bengals should just run out the clock and then just take the field goal. In the events that they don't lose as well as they can possibly not win. My computer's like about to die. I don't feel like pulling out the charger. McPherson is warming up. We're about to hit the 2-minute warning. Hand off to Mixon. And he's taken down. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning. right, 2 minutes remaining. Next score wins. Handoff to Mixon, who gains a few yards there. And the clock's going to continue to run. Or no, timeout taken by Jacksonville. They're going to try and save time in the event that they can go down and score, saying the Bengals missed the field goal. So it's 3rd and 8. McPherson's still warming up. And here's by Mixon again, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose a yard or two. 4th and 9, one last timeout used by Jacksonville. McPherson comes on. He's going to try and win this game for them. The kick by McPherson to win the game is good! And Cincinnati pulls it off. Oh, nope, a flag. So is the game over? Flag is on Jacksonville. Penalty decline. The game is over. Cincinnati wins this thriller in overtime, 34-31. The Bengals improved to 6-6 and help their playoff chances. The Jaguars fall to 8-4. And that's going to be a setback to their playoff hopes. Yeah, I've been talking for 3 hours and 3.5 hours. Thank you for the good job. That'll do it for the stream, guys. I'm ending this right now. Make sure you guys subscribe with post notifications on. Go subscribe to my brother, the Great Vlog. Make sure you guys subscribe to my second channel at Run the Cog Great. Make sure you guys follow me on X at Run the Great RTG. Make sure you guys follow me on TikTok at Run the Great RTG. Make sure you guys listen to the latest edition of the CR7 podcast. We're filming that tomorrow. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitch at Run the Great Podcast. And as always, Run the Great out. Peace.